Recording gaming content is one of the easiest out there, which also makes it one of the most difficult to stand out. Now, I've done a gaming channel before, and it was in a very niche channel. It was in the horror game. If you know Dying Light 2, then that's kind of the niche that I was in. But you also know that within a niche, especially as small as Dying Light 2, it can be easy or hard depending on how you approach it. Now, it was easy for me because it was a smaller niche. I could break into it easier. And I also had a lot of experience with creating videos. And so it was easy for me to break into. But there's going to be a view ceiling. You're not going to get as many views in, let's say, Battlefront 2 or Modern Warfare or some big name games like that. But with that comes a more difficult opportunity to break into the market just because of the amount of competition there is. So how do you break into, let's play gaming videos, and how do you script them and just plan around them? So there's a couple of approaches with this. The first one being, if you're going to record like a full playthrough let's play video, you need to be able to do this on a video game that is more topical. Generally, this is a video game that is either just released or it's popular for some reason right now. It's getting a lot of attention. To do this with old games that have been released a while ago, specifically if this is a story-driven game, you're probably not going to get a lot of views on a let's play type of game format. But you can see in the past that there have been videos that are story-driven that have generated, 1.1 million views, 3.8 million views. These are long 12-hour, 3-hour videos that getting a huge amount of views and frankly making a lot of money because of how many ads will show up on these videos. Now, if you tried to copy this and made a video on Ghost Recon Breakpoint full gameplay, you're not going to get 1 million views. It's an older video, an older game, and frankly, people are going to click on the one with the most views. So to start out with let's play content, you need to hit it on a game that's relatively fresh. Maybe if you can, play the game in a unique perspective. If it's a game that's been out for a couple of years and it's not a game that's getting a lot of new attention, but maybe there's still a really large amount of people playing or watching, then you could try and find a unique perspective. So for example, playing Ghost Recon, but I'm not allowed to use weapons. That's a really fun playthrough, and people love that challenge. So that's an option that you could use when it comes to creating content for maybe a game that's a few years old that may not potentially get as many views, and maybe you've missed kind of the peak of where the audience is, but it's a game that you are maybe good at and you enjoy. Trying challenges like that is going to be super helpful to getting attention. Another format for let's play games or let's play through is going to be setting up a challenge for increments in the game. So let's say you're playing a game that takes maybe 12 hours to complete. The first hour, let's say you're doing a challenge. So I've got an hour to do X, Y, Z, depending on what the stakes are, maybe what the punishments are. You got to get creative, because you also want to give your audience a reason to stick around if you don't complete the challenge. And they've got to mean something, because if it's going to be meaningless punishments or consequences, they're not going to stick around to see if you even make it through to achieve those goals, because there's no real reason why you should, or there's no real punishment. So you've got to get creative in terms of how you present the content, because these days, if you're going to post a VOD on YouTube and it's, let's say 4 or 5 hours long of you playing a game, people aren't going to watch that, at least not if it's a new game. If it's interesting, something crazy has happened in that game recently to get your audience to want to watch it or play it. So you've got to kind of start getting creative. People are not going to continue to watch let's play gameplays if the game isn't new. If it's brand new, maybe you get early access, take advantage of it. Tell your significant other, if you have one, that you're going to be hunkered down in your man cave for 12 hours to finish this, to get the video up. Take advantage of it. That's really where it's going to come in handy. Now, naturally, if you can, depending on how long the story is, this would vary, but the longer the video is going to be, the more ads you can stuff into the video, the better. Now, if you want to learn how many ads should I put into this, I will be making a video on like how to navigate the ad placement in your videos to make sure that like, hey, how many ads is enough to stop or keep my audience here, but not to scare them away because there's too many ads on the video. I'll be making that video pretty soon. Stick around and subscribe. But if you want to learn more about how to choose the top 5 best niches for your videos, what's profitable, what gets attention, how you can get results, click on the video on screen here before it disappears, and I'll see you in that video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.